Bots and Books fans, this is Scorp1701, and tonight we're going to be taking a look at the new Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy, Earthrise Grapple. Now, Grapple is the first Voyager-type figure that we're going to review. The others that we took a look at were deluxes, and except for maybe Cliffjumper, I could argue that he was a legend stuffed trapped in a deluxe box. But anyway, taking a look at Grapple, he is in the standard Earthrise box. It's all kind of green, and you have the Takara Tomy logo here, the Transformers Generations logo, the title Transformers, Hasbro 8+, Transformers Earthrise War for Cybertron trilogy logo, and you have Autobot Grapple here with his name written in Cybertronese. I think that's how you would say it, Cybertronese? Who knows? But anyway, on this side of the box, you have that awesome picture of the Ark falling to Earth with a couple new Autobots and Decepticons that may be coming in this line, like RC, Trailbreaker, and you have some Bumblebee, looks like, back there. You have Shockwave, which you already got him. Quintesson, looks like Astro Train there, and a couple others. You got Unicron up there, but anyway, we'll just have to wait and be surprised, see what else comes out. Anyway, on this side of the box, you have Grapple in his robot mode, Grapple in his crane mode, and some attachments that can affix to his vehicle mode. So that's all neat, and I can't wait to get looking at those. And you have some words and stuff at the bottom of the box here. On this side of the box, you have a picture of Grapple looking cool and heroic. Nice profile shot for that. I like that a lot. It says Voyager class right there at the bottom. And on the top of the box, you just have the Autobot logo and the Transformers War for Cybertron logo and Galvatron sitting there going, help me fly through space. And on the bottom of the box, you just have more words and authentic product and barcode. But anyway, that's it for the box. No one wants to see him in the box. I know I don't. So let's get him out and see what he can do. And here we have Grapple out of the box, and in his box he comes with a nice set of instructions that will help you flip and flop him into a robot from a crane, and from a crane into a robot. Interesting thing about these instructions is if you look really closely right here, we'll bring it in a little bit, you'll have a tech specs on the Autobot. And if I had a minute, I would sit down there, and I think using the names on the box and some other details that we've used with the Siege line, we could decode this Cybertronese and see which stat is which. But you gotta know one of them's intelligence, firepower, strength, endurance, stuff like that. So maybe if I get a second, I'll do that. But anyway, also in the box, he comes with a nice background, Autobot background there, you can see, and it has some nice planets on the back, and it comes with a nice red decoder. And what this decoder does is you run it around here and try to find a planet name, but there's no planet names on this one. And I figured out that what these are map pieces, and if you cut along the dotted lines, you'll have a piece of the map. And if you collect them all, you can put the maps together, and you'll have like a solar system with planets and such. But I'm not going to do that. It's a lot of work, and I'm not that interested in doing that. So, moving on, we have Grapple, and he has 3 accessories. He has a silver little hose nozzle here. If we can get it into focus. Come on, focus. Yeah, there it is. Nice painted silver. And it has a little slot in it because it can store on the vehicle. But this is what you could use for his laser arm, because he only has like one hand, and you put this in his other. But yeah, actually, he has 2 hands, but in the cartoon he only had 1. But what you do with this is you can take the vehicle mode here. Get it in focus, and it slots right into here and stores there nice and neat. So I can put there. So that looks really cool. And what you could do with that also is when you move his thing around, technically, I think this is more of a gimmick for Inferno, because you know that this grapple is going to be an Inferno, but you could stick this here and you can kind of have him zapping something or welding something. But anyway, that's what you could do with this little thing other than use it as a hand. Uh-oh. Some stuff is falling. Sorry about that. Anyway, he also comes with a little crane hook attachment, and this will also fit into that little port on his crane, so it will go right in here, so you can move it around and like pick up things. I don't know if it actually picks up things. There is a little clamp right here in the middle of it, so if you had something that it might be able to clamp into, you could pick it up, but I'm not sure. We'll look at that a little later. And the final accessory that he comes with is his gun, and it's a very nice gun, long black plastic, and some molded detail in there. If we can get that, there we go. And it looks very reminiscent of his G1 gun of the toy. So yeah, but anyway, that is his accessories. But we don't really want to see his accessories, we want to see him. And here is Grapple, and he is a very, very nice crane. He is mostly done in orange. There's a couple of different color oranges on this thing. So you have the bright orange, and then you have a darker orange here. I don't know if you can tell in the camera. And on the cab here, there's another kind of orange, a painted orange. So anyway, that's what he is. He's got a lot of orange. He's got some black here, some silver for this little stabilizer. Tires are plastic, they're black. You got some orange in there. Let's get a little closer, I guess. Nice blue translucent for the windows. I got Autobot symbol here, and some more silver, and some more blue translucent here. So yeah, that's pretty neat. On the bottom, you could tell those are robot thighs, but not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. And for functionality, he does roll, and his crane section, it can go all the way around, which is nice. And it can go up a long way, so I don't know why you'd want to do it that far. And it can go all the way down. Now, if you do it like that, I mean, it's okay. You can run it like that. You put the hook up, and it won't, like, obstruct his window view. Because if you do, you know, he can sit there and like, I can't see, get that hook out of the way. But anyway, what I like to do is bring the arm, the crane arm up one click. There you go. And that looks perfect. That looks like what he would be doing driving down the road, you know, in his crane mode. So yeah, that is pretty awesome. And he rolls. If I had a table that had some friction and some ability to grab on it, you know, it would roll really nice. But you know. And for comparison, here he is with the majority of the other Earthrise vehicles. But I do have a Siege Optimus Prime for now. And let's take a look. So here he is with the boss. He is a little low to the ground compared to the other cars, but he is long, so he's longer than Optimus here just by a hair. Okay, put him back, and here he is with his mechanic work buddy, Hoist, and I just love these two together because you just can't have one without the other, because these go together like peanut butter and jelly, and you know, peaches and cream, I guess, I don't know. Anyway, and here he is with Wheeljack, another mechanic friend. So, they were never as tight, but you know, there's a bond in fixing things, I guess. And here he is with Cliff Jumper, very nice. You can see that he is a lot bigger than this little Legends figure. Anyway, that is it for some comparisons. Moving on. And full transformation. Basically what they did, it seems like they just took the original G1 Grapple and made a slight few modifications on him. Because this guy is very easy to transform, and he goes a lot like the G1 Grapple. Alright, so first of all, what we want to do is get this crane out of the way. So we'll fold this up, and then we will push this in, and then we'll pull it up like so. Alright, now you're going to be working with two sections, the front section and the back section. What I like to do is do the front section first. There's two little, there's a tab here and a tab here that you'll pull the front section out, and basically you'll just lift that up like that, and it will come around to the front. So that's what you're looking at here. You can pull the arms apart. Let's see, pull these arms apart, and they will come to the side, push them down like such, and then do a half turn this way to the right, this way to the left, and then you can pull your hands out like so. Just twist this around so your arm is orientated, or your hand is orientated properly, and the same way on here. Just pull this out a little bit till his hand is orientated. Oh, not too far. There we go. And there you go. And now he's almost getting there. What we'll do is we'll come to this back part. Now the back part is pegged into the feet section right here with this peg here and this peg here. Now when you go to transform this guy back into a crane, I would recommend you not pushing this all the way in, because the pegs are long, but you don't want to get those in a position where they'll break. So just slightly put them in there, because they'll pop right out. But if not, you'll have to use a lot of force, and I just don't like doing that. See how long this peg is, and it goes right into that hole. You just don't want to get it stuck in there. I've had some Transformers had that same gimmick, and they broke, and if that breaks, you know, it's never a good thing. Anyway, all right, now that that's out, we can move this up like so, if you're so inclined, and go ahead and finish out the feet by bringing this part forward and then back on a hinge, and that will snap right into place. Well, it doesn't snap, but it, you know, it falls into place. Same again with here. Bring it up, and then back to it, gets into place. Okay, now almost done. We're going to take this little thing here, and you can twist it to bring the head out, and then we will cordon this down, then up. Is it up? Is it up? Yeah, it's down, or is it up? Oh, it's up, and then down, and then back up. Sorry about that. And then the head section will rest right between these two lights, like here and here, and it will just snap right into there. There. Okay. Now, the crane section, almost done. We'll twist around, and then come back, and down, and slide perfectly down here on the back. And there you have Grapple in his robot mode. Yay! That was very easy and very fun to do. It's a very good transform, and you'll really like it. Once you do it like once or twice, you'll have it down pat, and he's really fun. All right. Taking a closer look at Grapple, you can see again, like in vehicle mode, his robot mode, he is basically all orange. His head is a full orange. His face got a little bit of silver there, and I don't know what was up with those eyes. I think they needed to add a little more blue, but they didn't do it, and they just got a little bit. So now he has some red from the background that's kind of glowing, and making his eyes look kind of reddish. It's kind of creepy. Remember, this is the front of the vehicle. Nothing new there. In robot mode, he does have some nice silver, I don't know, shoulder pads, shoulder clips. I don't know what you would call those things. Coming down, he has a black waist section leading down to his legs, and some orange legs and feet. His hands, you can see he does have two hands, even though he's technically only supposed to have one. If you go by the cartoon, you only have one hand, and I think that's his right hand. I think his left hand is the cannon. So yeah, there's what it looks like on the sides and on the back. He looks really, really good. He is a very good G1 grapple. Alright, moving on. And for articulation, basically his head can go 360 degrees around. It's really nice and loose. The box doesn't move, so that's good. His arm can go 360 degrees. It can go up and down, really nice. He has a bicep swivel, it goes all the way around. He has a elbow joint that goes up but not back. So his hand, it does not go around, but it can go left and right because of the transformation, although you cannot turn it. He has a waist swivel, goes all the way around. Just make sure you get your crane section out of the way, so that's good. His leg can go up a long way, so that's pretty good. It can go back a long way, that's awesome. And it can go out to the side, woohoo! So he can get some side kicks going on. He has a thigh rotation. He has a knee bend, which is nice. Oh, kind of looks like the crane kick from Karate Kid. Anyway, his foot can go down, and if you break the transform a little bit, it can go back, a little bit, and then up a little bit. And it does have a rocker, so that's built in. So anyway, that is it for articulation. He has a lot of it. If you want, you can actually bring his crane up, kind of put it on the side. So kind of, if you want to do it that way, kind of use it as a weapon. I don't know. I think that looks goofy. I would never do that. I would never do that, but it's your toy. If you want to do that, you can do that. So that is it for his articulation. And for his accessories, now, both of these hands can turn into like little ports that you can put things in if you're so inclined. So you can see you got two little holes there. You can put the nozzle, like I said, in here, which this is where it goes. If you're a G1 fan, you know that this is the hand that Grapple does not have. Instead, it's the little holes. And if you're so inclined, you can even take the claw and you can port it into the other hand. So who needs hands, right? You can have these things. Like, heck, that's kind of like what Omega Supreme has. Exactly what Omega Supreme has. He has like a cannon hand and he has a claw hand on one. So yeah, little bitty Omega Supreme. But anyway, we don't want to do that. That's not Grapple. That's Omega Supreme. So what we'll do is we'll take that away and we'll bring this hand back out. And what we'll do is we'll put his gun in there. And there is the way Grapple needs to be looking. Yeah, that is cool. Got his laser hand and his gun. Very good. Very good indeed. And those are his accessories. Alright, moving on. And for comparison, here Grapple is with Siege Optimus Prime, Earthrise Hoist, Earthrise Wheeljack, and Earthrise Cliff Jumper. And they are really good looking bots. I can tell you that. I just love these designs. They're perfect. They're exactly kind of what we wanted when we were kids growing up, but we got the original toys anyway. Little note on the Hoist review I did. I said, and I didn't really like when a full complete transform where this bar is up above his head. I think it looks kind of dumb, so I didn't do it in the review, but just for completion and accuracy's sake, that's actually how he looks like when he's officially properly transformed, how the instructions tell you to do it. But again, it's your toy, transform how you want to, and these two are awesome. And I said before, you can't have one without the other. The Master Builders, these are what these guys, that was a great episode, and one of my favorites. But anyway, moving on, here he is with Wheeljack, so that is nice there. A couple of mechanics and creators, and here he is with little bitty cliff jumper who doesn't need to be here. It's not really a deluxe, but oh well, that's cool. Like the comparisons, these guys are knocking it out of the park for G1 type Transformers, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Alright, that is comparison. Moving on. And this has been the Transformers War for Cybertron Earthrise Grapple. And I just loved playing with this figure. He was very fun to play around with in his crane mode and in robot mode. The transformation was very easy and very indicative of the G1 toy. And the colors, it just hit everything I was looking for. A lot of the times when they put Grapple out, they make him have a black head, and I hate that. Yes, he did have a black head in one episode, but I remember him mostly having a orange head, and I really appreciate that. Just like I thought Hoist looked better with a darker head instead of a green head like his toy had. But anyway, this is a great little figure, and I highly recommend picking him up. He's very fun. Again, comes with a couple accessories that are practical with him, and it could be utilized in other things. We'll get to that when I review another one, which is coming up. The best for last, as it were. But anyway, folks, that's the review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's Easter Sunday, so if you're a Christian and celebrate it, happy Easter. I hope everyone's well and staying safe. Corona is still out there rampaging through our country and our world. So remember, wash your hands and just use universal precautions. And I hope you guys have a great night, and I will catch you next time.
Fate rarely calls upon us at a moment of our choosing.